What is going on, guys? Welcome to another video. We are going to be discussing this is going to be a tough one, guys. We had some promises from Howie Roseman that Zach Ertz might be in an Eagles uniform till he retires, but at this point I don't know if that's actually going to happen. I really don't, because it really involves drafting Dallas Goedert, the production that he's put on. And Dallas Goedert is rising. Okay, Dallas Goedert could play for another team right now. Starting right now, we could end up getting rid of him. I'm not saying we're going to get rid of him, but I'm saying he could play for another team right now. Okay, you have to respect that. I think what Zach Ertz, what he gets away with on the field, his route running is fantastic. His break of the top of his route is fantastic. Slow as hell, very slow. Catching is reliable. Blocking has gotten a lot better than previous years. But now, Travis Kelce gets a new deal. And it's not looking great for Howie Roseman making a promise that some of these guys are going to get paid. Like, they want to keep, I know Doug wants to keep both of these tight ends. There's no doubt about it. I mean, Kelce's contract, $57 million on a 4-year deal. George Kittle ended up getting a 5-year, $75 million deal. I mean, George Kittle's deal is crazy because I think he gets $10 million if he gets hurt, $10 million if he has injury. I don't know how much the signing bonus was. I think it was like 20, 30. I don't know. It was a lot of money. It was a lot. These tight ends now are not looking like tight ends. They're looking like wide receivers on the field now. It's a whole different game with the tight ends. They're not going to get $20 million a year. It's not going to happen. But 15, I think Kelce got 15, something like that. It's a lot of money. You know what I mean? And for his age, you know what? He's been productive every single year. I think George Kittle had the most receiving yards last year. I think he had over 1,300 receiving yards last year as a tight end. I mean, it's absolutely, and George Kittle to me doesn't look like a tight end at all. He looks like a wide receiver. To me, he looks like a wide receiver, which is really scary. But for right now, I don't know what the plan is for Zach Ertz. I didn't know what was going to happen this past year. I don't know if the Eagles picked up his 5th-year option or they picked up an extra option for him. I have no idea. I know with Barnett they did, but I don't know if they did it with Ertz. So Dallas Goedert and Zach Ertz will be playing throughout the 2021 season, so this year and next year. There is no way you're paying both of these guys. There's no way. I think it's impossible. The Eagles are already $60 million over the cap as of right now. I checked. I think it was over 60. I thought it was over 50 at one point. We're over $60 million over the cap. I'm not even really worried about that because, Howie's very good with the numbers. I'm not really worried too much. We've been over the cap a lot of times, so I'm not even worried about the numbers. We're going to have one of the youngest rosters in 2021. Going forward, it's going to be a new era in Philadelphia. The youth movement is coming to Philadelphia in 2021. It's starting now, but it's going to be reprimanded and it's going to be full force in 2021 as a big youth movement for this team. So, Zach Ertz, I'm good. If they want to pay another, they can look for another tight end, guys. Like Joshua Perkins, I know he's not another Zach Ertz or a Dallas Goedert, but reliable hands and just can get better. Or they might draft another guy. Who knows? But I know Howie Roseman before the draft, or I think it was after free agency or something like that, they, the beat writers were asking Howie about Zach Ertz, and Howie Roseman said he wants Zach Ertz in a Eagles uniform until he retires. Unfortunately, that doesn't happen with a lot of players. Okay. Obviously, he will retire here when the time comes, but as of right now, I don't think Zach Ertz is going to be on this roster, guys. I don't know. If the Eagles can make this work, I don't know if they can. There is no way they're going to be able to pay Dallas Goedert and Zach Ertz. There's no way. You're going to pay Zach Ertz after next year and then Dallas Goedert the year after. I don't know if that's even possible. I love both of these guys. I know the Eagles love, and we all know this. When we had no speed on this team, when Deshaun Jackson got hurt, and even before that, when we had injuries at the wide receiver core, we relied on 2 tight end sets. We relied on 12-man personnel, using Dallas Goedert and Zach Ertz for mismatches. This year, it's a totally different story because the Eagles actually have speed at receiver this year. The Eagles actually have something this year. And it's really exciting. We have no preseason. And the guys have to get themselves motivated to get a roster spot. So I just don't think this is possible, guys. I love both of these guys with all my heart. I think this is the best tight end duo in the NFL. Duo-wise. I think they are the best. I think Dallas Goedert, I mean, PFF, which I really don't credit PFF too much, but PFF put Dallas Goedert as a ranking a better tight end than Zach Ertz. You know, and there's a lot that goes with it. Dallas Goedert showed a lot at the end of last year. Even before that, he did. Good in open space. He's just a bigger tight end that has speed, agility, has great route running. He's turning into a better route runner. Carson Wentz throwing 50-50 balls to Dallas Goedert, just throwing it up on a short corner. I mean, it's a mismatch all the way around. And Dallas Goedert became a steal. And I'm liking him more and more every single year because of what he's doing. He's looking like a bruiser tight end / wide receiver. He gets the ball in traffic. He'll drag guys on his back for a few more yards because he's so big. You know, it's like having another possession receiver on the field because of how big he is and how fast he is. But he's got the quickness with his size. You know, I've loved this. I absolutely love it. I love him. I do. But guys, I don't know if this is going to happen. I don't know how much he's going to go towards Zach Ertz is going to go towards the cap as much as I want him here. I don't see it happening, guys. After next year, or guys, maybe the Eagles are going to cut ties and get value out of him after this year. If Zach Ertz has a good year this year, most of the times he does have a pretty good, decent year, but the ball is going to be going around to a lot of players this year and in the backfield on top of that. So Carson Wentz is going to have his normal security blanket as usual. He's going to have a lot more targets, a lot more options, especially when he's, extending plays with his feet. He's going to have a lot more options. So they could trade him after this year, guys, with one more year left on his contract. They could actually trade him after this year. It could happen. So I'd honestly watch out for that. And then you see Travis Kelce and George Kittle's their deals are just crazy for tight ends. But they deserve it. Not saying that Zach Ertz doesn't, but the Eagles just can't do it because of the situation they're in. Now, Kansas City Chiefs, they have a lot of money tied up, especially just what they did with Patrick Mahomes and his deal. So, and they signed their DT to a big money deal as well. So they are cap strapped, expected to win the next few years. So it's tough, but you got to do what you got to do. Okay, I don't want him going, but I don't see this happening. I don't see it happening. It's Dallas Goedert's time to shine, and they either have to draft somebody behind him or they need to just put Joshua Perkins in there, or this new guy that we ended up getting. I don't know. There's another tight end that we signed. I made a video about him. I forgot his name. So Caleb Wilson was Chris Wilson, the defensive line coach that left a couple years ago, or last year, 2 years ago, something like that. His son is playing. His son got brought in and doesn't have a good track record in the NFL. Got drafted a couple years ago. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Guys, I don't see Zach Ertz staying here. And I do want him here with Dallas Goedert, but the Eagles are definitely going to move on from him. I just got that feeling in my stomach. I got that feeling when I talk about players getting released or whatnot, I'm usually right. And it usually does happen. I just don't think Zach Ertz is going to be here after this year. I don't see it. I just don't see it. You're not paying two tight ends between 2021 and 2022. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So, other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. Leave a comment in the comment section below, and I will see you guys later. Shake Squad up. Fly, Peace.